Ready indeed. Now, it's been a busy week for football. Well, all football anyway, on different fronts. Banyana Banyana spent a week together in preparation for their World Cup, which will be co-hosted by Tasman, neighbours, Australia and New Zealand down under in 32 days anyway. Football development is getting some much-needed light in the off-season, of course, in leagues. Bafana Bafana beating number one ranked side last night, Morocco. And to help us talk about all these things positive, we've roped in former Pirates and Bafana Bafana goalkeeper Brighton Mhlongo, as well as Sundowns ladies midfielder Lehlogonolo Mashigo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Nigrand.
Yeah, we're easy.
But tell you what, before we get this, Mashigo, let's start there on your left-hand side.
Yeah.
My brother, I've met you at makeup. Brighton, what's on your fingers? Just put your fingers up. Put your fingers up.
Yeah.
Pink fingernails.
Yes.
So nice.
Beautiful, right?
But it speaks to maybe, I think, the topic I had with Charlotte a short while ago. It's embracing a couple of things on and off the field, in particular for people like Abu Mashigo, who all these years have done as much as yourselves and much as a Tabiso did in high school growing up. They need recognition. Today, you did something for females in sport. Tell us about it.
Yeah, actually, it's an initiative that I always do every year, having lost my dad cancer. So any cancer initiative, I jump for that opportunity. I don't even ask. So this one, unfortunately, when they said pink nails, I was like, it was too late for me to pick up. So, yeah, man, I love this. Do it, obviously, to support the ladies, the women. So partnered with Couplings Foundation, so it's the Mhlongo Foundation in partnership with Couplings, where we urge the gents, to roll up their sleeves, not in anticipation to bash women, but, to build the nation. And how we build the nation, it's all about supporting, giving them all the support they really need. So this is one of them. So I'm also urging you, TT, that...
Yeah, big up. In fact, I think it's an initiative we should take up on the desk, in particular with myself and the male colleagues. I think we don't do enough. To say, yes, we enjoy having the likes of Mashigo here in studio to chat about it. I think we also need to go out there and actually get our hands dirty, or pink, nails pink, so to speak. Let me bring you in, Mashigo. I mean, when you hear conversations such as these, we had one with Charlotte now, and it comes to the topic of where we were discussing today. Development. Let's talk generally first now, grassroots in football. When you speak of development, it's easy to speak about a Majita, your 12-year-old, here my boy is playing soccer. I'm yet to hear of a Sunday where girls' soccer, little girls' soccer, dads and little girls, we always speak about, hey, I'm taking my boy. How far are we, or why are we not pushing enough to develop much emphasis in young girls and football or sports?
So honestly speaking, I feel like women football is growing. As I speak now, Mamelodi Sundowns has a developed team, under 16. And also I heard the teams are Bashimani, they must have ladies football to qualify for CAF women's team. I'm looking at Pirates now, I'm looking at Super Sport. So ladies football
they have to have a team.
It's Kukuna also. So it's growing. Like a little engine, the brand that I'm working with right now, they involved ladies teams. They want to have 16 teams that participating in the engine tournament. So I feel like it's growing.
And it takes, Charlotte mentioned something, and as we see the pictures behind us as well, Charlotte mentioned, it's about eyeballs as well. Yeah. If we can bring these pictures to the people at home every Saturday, every Sunday, instead of just when we don't have the male teams playing, it goes a long way. It's an indictment on us as well as broadcasters to make sure we push the agenda, so to speak.
Yeah, to add on what she's saying, I love what has been happening, especially with the Engine Knockout Challenge. I grew up playing Engine Knockout Challenge a couple of years back, and our generation, I'm happy. Yesterday I was happy, in fact, when I watched Bafana Bafana, because a couple of graduates from the Engine Knockout Challenge, they were playing for Bafana yesterday, and possibly most of them, they'll be at the AFCON, And when we switch it to our female counterparts as well, with Sundowns winning the thing as well, the CAF,
they're showing off those ones.
It was something else, because you see a whole lot of graduates from there, and even in the Banyana team that won the WAFCON, you see a whole lot of graduates. So it clearly shows that It's more about the support. Corporate support
Yeah.
is very much important. That's why Engine is doing what they're doing. That's why obviously we are number one. But secondly, I think the main important thing as well, which we downplay, it's parental support.
Yeah.
Because that parental support, when you bring numbers, parents being out there, it's you creating a safe, harmonious environment, for women, for these girls to feel safe, to feel, motivated to go out there and showcase their talent. And that's what has been happening throughout these tournaments as well, So I feel like this is very much key, very much important, because we saw how now Banyana has done well. We saw how these teams are doing well. Sundowns, we've seen now in the domestic league, it wasn't easy for them. I mean, I saw a couple of games when they played Janine van Beek's team, when they played UJ. It's a crack off a game when they played Royal. So it's becoming competitive. It's just the way we have to go out there and spread the word. But the main important thing, I think, it's the support that they get.
How big, how competitive is the league now? Yes, I know that you got Hollywood Bets, and I think we've got 2 leagues running right now in terms of females football. How competitive is it now? And I say that on the back of the fact that we still not professional leagues in South Africa. We still don't have a professional female league to compete with the likes of your USA, your Germanys, your Australia. How competitive, and is it strong enough? And are we doing enough to turn out Banyana Banyanas who will finish top 4 at a World Cup?
So what I can say now, like Hollywood, it's difficult for us. I feel like everyone wants to play Goalkeeper. Sundowns had like a good league, league, winning 14-0. It was the best team, but like this season,
how many losses did you have this season?
This season we only have 1 lose.
You see, it's tough for us.
It's tough.
It's a tough one, trust me.
1 loss.
It's really tough because like everyone wants to shine now.
Yeah.
Being on top is not nice, obviously. Real AM is coming, TS Galaxy is coming for us. They all want to play Kev. But like I just feel like it's better now, no the competition than before. We were just playing because like imagine go matching, right? We're gonna win, obviously. Now like at least motivation to play that game to win. But yeah.
And also, most importantly, the more more competitiveness you get in these leagues, then the funds start coming. Again, I'll back to the conversation we had with Charlotte. When you guys started playing, Brighton, the ladies were not earning anything. Sometimes you'd go there, T-shirt, water, 5 rand to get back home. And things are slowly changing for the better.
I'll say like you have to play for Mamelodi Sundowns. At least, I'm getting something. But honestly speaking, there's no enough fund in this league. There's nothing at all. I feel like if we can get more sponsors to sponsor women football, that will be better. Mara, there's nothing.
I wonder about the Sundowns.
But I do share the same sentiments. However, I'll beg to differ at one thing. She needs to say, I think sitting with her right now, it's a proud moment, and I think even also for Engine to be one of the ambassadors, it's a proud moment. It shows that you are an advocate now of change. It might not be with you right now. We traveled this journey, but there were people before us, your Tebogo Lois, your Benedictos. Jerry Skosana always reminds me till today, even when I'm retired. He always says, but there'll always be those kind of people in life where right now where you are, you're going to stand proud. Probably 10 years from now, you're going to look back and say, I implemented that change, even though it doesn't, impact my life right now, but you've done something for someone else's life.
Brighton brings me to this question. I'm told we've got 2 minutes. Brings me to this question. In particular, I mean, and Mashigo raises a valid point. Sundowns has plowed a lot of money into their development, taking nothing away from them. Even the conversations about having them buy leagues, no, it's not. It's not fair because the top 3 have that financial clout. So Orlando Pirates has got financial clout. Kaizer Chiefs has got financial clout. SuperSport United has got financial clout. So it's not about Sundowns, and it's about the will, if I can put it that way. It must be about the will, because you cannot tell me that those 2 clubs cannot put up a female soccer team, professional female soccer team.
No, I totally agree with you. I feel like sometimes everything has its moment, and there's always time for everything, and sometimes there are people who are ahead of you. So we always have this saying in football that don't look at your neighbor with only envy and jealousy. You know, look at your neighbor with envy, but at the same time, acquire more knowledge so that you can equip yourself to say, what are they doing right? So that I can also climb up the ladder, you know. So, and I think most teams now, they've learned that. We've seen now how Kaizer Chiefs also did that. We've seen how Pirates now is also now trying to catch up when you're talking about the male counterparts, you know. So I feel like the gap is going to be closed, even though it's not happening at the speed that we might have wanted it to be, you know. And I know that we're heading into the right direction because we saw even with Bafana yesterday with the performances. We are a footballing nation at the end of the day. We need to take into consideration and be cognizant of the fact that now we need to look at things in both, with equality, both genders, and say, this is what needs to be done. Now the main important thing we need to do, prioritize professionalizing women football.
I'm going to give Mashigo the last word. We've literally run out of time. End of the day, it's about filling up the stadiums, having a lot of South Africans, 53,000 strong. I hear there were at the F&B Stadium yesterday. We'd also want that for our female footballers, in particular with Banyana going abroad.
So, like, obviously, we will want more support from the country. We need more supporters. Or about attended the games, our ladies team. Now we're going to the World Cup. The girls are going to represent us. But like, if we can get more fans at the stadium, that will be better also for us, so that we can see the support, Ronaldo support, not only the team in Zamajita, but Lekorena. We also have support.
Yeah, former Pirates and Bafana Bafana goalkeeper Brighton Mhlongo, as well as Sundowns ladies midfielder Lehlogonolo Mashigo. Thank you very much indeed for joining us right in Sports Live.